the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies, to the white above. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Look for him, no more his love. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He took to the skies her sweet dear heart. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. In that life she'll never take part. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He took to the skies in a ship so strong. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Sky rope and sail knot can never go wrong. He travels the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He travels the skies to be some captain's fodder. He travels the skies, me hearties, me hearties. And there she stays, a poor tanner's daughter. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares. They fight in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. They fight in the skies, oh blast damn these curs. They fight in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. They all defeated his last thoughts of her. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies, to this tale do you hark. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. A new fire burns, it takes but a spark. She looks to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. She looks to the skies and her father's art. She looks to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. What has she now to mend her heart? He roams in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He roams in the skies, a great price he paid. He roams in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He'd the best of intent, now she loves but a shade. The call of the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The call of the skies, 'tis there shall she rise. The call of the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Rage curled in her gut, she takes to the skies. Follow her to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Follow her to the skies, her cruel fate have they heard. Follow her to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The devil on their heel, she'll see them burn. To the skies for king or for country. Take to the skies for passion or fame. Take to the skies for freedom or glory. No matter the reason, it amounts to the same. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sunday Community Skirmish Week 99 here on the Obvious Show. I am your host this week, Admiral Obvious, and I'm here with my good friend Lasagna. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How about you, Admiral?
Absolutely wonderful. Let me just clip the lobby frame so we don't have that whole black, brown spot. If it would let it. Come on, you can do it, buddy. There we go.
There
Wonderful.
We go. All right.
So we are getting started with the Sunday Community Skirmish Week 99. They've been holding us for 99 weeks. That's absolutely insane, I think. And we are going to have a great set of matches here for everybody today. We do have 2 matches streamed today on the Obvious Show here. If you want to check out the schedule, go ahead and type in !SCS in the chat. And that will bring you to 2 links. One is the Goyo Community Challenge. That is the schedule for this week. And a link to the multi-Twitch where you can watch what will be the other parallel set matches and the finals on twitch.tv/nanoduckling and my channel at the same time. I think that's a wonderful invention. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to check out the trailer that was at the start of this video that just led into this, that you could type in !birthday to the chat and be brought to a link for that. Anyone who does also want to find out about the Unbirthday tournament can check out the forums. There's a link to the forums post in that trailer. I really should just put it in the bot post, but I'm too lazy to do that, Lord knows.
Oh, that could be something that you could get one of your moderators to take care
No,
of.
they can't touch the bot. It doesn't let anyone but me touch the bot. Yeah, I know, it's the worst. Well, I can give someone the link.
It's fussy like that.
I can give someone the link, but nah. Either way, we are getting right into the thick of it here as we are on the first match, which is... Let me see the match schedule. This is going to be the Steel Meridian versus the East Charlatan Traders, and we already have 30 seconds to go until match start. Ships are locked and set in. We will go over the map a little bit and discuss a little bit of it as soon as we get in. Ships are locked.
And it looks like we got our countdown at this point. 3 seconds. We're about to load in right now.
Absolutely, and here we go. Map today for the first match, second match of the first round of the Sunday Community Skirmish Week 99 is going to be on Duel at Dawn. Duel at Dawn is set in a small area of the wreckage of the Leviathan. It is a very close-range map at times with plenty of hard cover behind wrecked battleships, the ribs, and remains of the Leviathan, as well as lots of cloud cover that comes through, giving close-range ships the advantage to get in close and do the damage they need. However, you can see some combinations here of long-range battle, and that's what we might see here today. Getting into the match, just 20 seconds.
All right, I'm sure all the teams are excited to get this match underway, and here we go.
And here we go. Ship number 1, first for the red team, is the Grenade of Antioch. It is a Pyramidion with Gatling mortar on its front and Gatling Banshee on its side. Ship number 2 is the Black Pearl. It is a Goldfish with Hwacha on front and Gatlings on its port and starboard. Killfish right there. Go ahead for the blue team.
All right, for the blue team, we've got the Narwhal. It's piloted by Captain Scrowbeard. We've got a Hwacha fish with sides of Gatling and flamethrower. And ship number 4, it is the Imperial Moth, piloted by Mirwin. We've got Gat mortar front, we got Metamidian, and Gat flare side.
And this looks to be some good combat here. A lot of these ships have taken what we consider an AC team combo here, what we call an aggressive control combo. One ship is a kill ship, one is meant to control and dominate the fight, limit enemy movement, and that's what we see with these 2 Hwacha fish. As Hwacha goes out from the Narwhal, striking the Black Pearl on the side of its hull and front side, getting a good disable on the Hwacha there, but it comes right back up with engineer combinations, getting breakage across the deck of the Imperial Moth, but armor goes down. No significant damage just yet as Grenade of Antioch charges the Moth.
Lot of DACA going out. Not a whole lot of damage just yet. Oh, I spoke too soon. Here we go. Antioch getting lit up right there.
Yep, Gatling fire from the Narwhal and the Imperial Moth strip the armor of that Black Pearl and Antioch. However, Imperial Moth does lose armor as a Hwacha was on the horizon, but it came right back up. Some absolutely beautiful engineering work there. Wonderful timing as Grenade and Antioch bites a Hwacha right to the engine column.
Alright, and it looks like Antioch's hull is stripped once again. If there's a Hwacha that comes out shortly, this could spell the end for Antioch, but they'll get their hull up just in time here before the Hwacha comes out. But they are completely disabled and going nowhere. Here comes the Ram.
Light little tap there, but the Grenade of Antioch used a little bit of what looked to be a kerosene burn there to hold their position as Narwhal took the bad bounce. However, Gatling comes in arc from the Grenade of Antioch as Black Pearl, excuse me, moves in on the Imperial Moth, getting a good watch disable, and being able to pin this. Red team trying to focus fire now, see if they can manage this first kill.
And Moth looks like they're smelling blood here on the Pearl. He's at 30%, make that 20, make that 10, and he is down.
First kill there goes for the blue team. Now, those who are not familiar with how SCS works, and many of the competitions in this game work, first kill gives you a tiebreaker advantage. So if we do exhaust the time, you can see the timer down there, our referee, Exterminator, awesome guy to have around, by the way. Thank you for doing this for us. If you exhaust time and it is a tiebreak, the tiebreak goes to the first kill. So right now, blue team has a bit of an advantage. Not to mention, they also have Grenade Antioch on the run here as armor goes down, Gatling strip and more health out of the way. Hwacha following up at engines, and Hull come back up in time. Armor down again, and a second kill there for the blue team, 2-0, as the Black Pearl is now re-engaged on blue team and alone.
Yeah, and it was about a second too late here. Little too late on that Hwacha. Now Black Pearl's ended up in a 2v1 situation here. Not really where he wants to be, but he's not in any trouble just yet.
Yep, and Narwhal trying to run from the Black Pearl here. Trying to run after the Black Pearl here, see if they can't chase them down. Get that damage in they need, get a good Hwacha into the side engines of the Black Pearl, preventing them from turning, but not preventing them completely from running. Grenade Antioch has respawned, and that sound was this thing deleting its first recording. Oh, wonderful.
That's not good.
Alright, so the first 16 minutes apparently will not be recorded of this. They have been deleted for God knows what reason. I will find that out later. Maybe that footage isn't totally lost. Either way, I could probably get it off Twitch.
Yeah, hopefully so. Technical difficulties are always wonderful to deal with, especially with all the wonderful things going on with Twitch right now. This is like what you've had technical difficulties the past couple weeks, actually, right?
Twitch has been on the fritz, especially lately because there have been just so much stress from the current PAX East streaming, and these issues have been reported on. I saw a little media document today saying Twitch basically dropping the ball now as a major streaming event is going on at PAX East right now in New York City. Big drop of the ball there as the major streaming service is having a huge problem now. Also OBS, I recently updated OBS, and that's probably also a big cause. Those two, that being said, they're not related issues. They're both just having issues at the same time, which basically screws the rest of us.
So basically, PAX, stop stealing our bandwidth. We're broadcasting a very important event here. Guys, come on.
Yeah, give us a break now. Anyways, right now, it looks like blue team up 3-0 with red team. Uh-oh.
I don't like
that's,
the uh-oh.
Yep, I more or less am breathing life into this OBS right now. It's trying to crash on me, but I'm not letting it.
CPR right now.
Oh,
CPR.
Goodness, there we go.
CPR.
Oh, that was very close. All right, that shouldn't happen again. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The video froze, but the audio went through normally. I'm shocking this thing back to life, back and forth.
Breathe, damn it, breathe!
This is exactly what I need on a Sunday after 3 days of continuous casting. No issues yet. And now we start getting issues on the major event, the Sunday Community Skirmish, which, amazingly enough, on its 99th week. Next week, they're going to have some very special matches for us, ladies and gentlemen. They are going to be going into the Dev app. The Dev app is the developer's little beta testing sandbox grounds that is available to current players who have pre-ordered Alliance mode. These players are going to have a Sunday Community Skirmish fight, but this time, instead of using the standard ships, they're required to use at least one beta ship. And there's 5 new ships that are not released to the main game yet that these teams are going to have to learn and fight with. And it's going to be absolutely amazing because these ships are currently very unbalanced, very overpowered, and very deadly. Can't use new weapons, though, because those are a little, cheatsy.
Yeah, I guess we need to introduce one new thing at a time at this point. New ships sound really awesome. I must say I just got into the dev app actually yesterday, and I took a peek, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. All these new shinies in the dev app. Oh
yeah, no, there are some very pretty things there on these on the ships. Like they're all based on the factions and stuff like that. And this is a perfect chance to talk about it since blue team and red team at a bit of a standoff right now. No one wants to cross the armistice line as blue team has the clear point advantage. Timer at about 15 minutes left, but a little bit tipsy. You can see in the chat, Black Pearl and Antioch backed into a corner here, but defending and showing their claws. They do not have much time. They cannot afford more than a death, but have to get 5 on blue to make this a victory.
And here we go. Looks like both teams are about to cross the line of demarcation.
As an update on what is going down in the match with casted right now on twitch.tv/nanoduckling. 5-0 Storm Riders versus Skyborn. That will send Skyborn to our next match. They get another chance. It is a double elimination round, so they will face the loser of this match, and that will be casted here on twitch.tv/theobvioussshow. You will see the victor of this match and the victor of the Storm Riders will be up against the victor of this match. That'll be on twitch.tv/nanoduckling as these teams continue to poke forward. No significant damage just yet. A little bit of Gatling fire strips some hull and an explosive here or there, getting a bit of damage. But 12 minutes left on the clock, and blue does not want to charge this fortress of red death.
No, they do not, but on the bright side, blue does not have to go into the Fortress of Death. They can just hang back right now and make red come to them. They're under no pressure to go in there.
Absolutely not. They do have the time advantage, they have the kill advantage, and they have a 3-0 lead right now. They have no reason to go into that Fortress of Death, but they can sit out here and wait for red team to engage.
And at this point, red should probably try to coordinate a little bit of DACA on that watch at this point. Looks like they're going to try to do that. Try to get that hull strip and then go for the watch. Try to poke a little bit here and there. Maybe pop 20% hull with every little poke. If they can do that, they may be able to press out of their defensive position, try to take advantage of the current situation, see if they can take control of the match flow here.
That's right. It looks like blue team preparing for that type of an assault right now. They're backing away from any cloud and hard cover, giving them the chance to get any spots and a plan to engage before red has their chance to move. Red team right now very close, bumping each other a little bit as they make the chance to move up.
Yeah, and they are moving up. It looks like Black Pearl's getting a little frisky here. He's feeling a little froggy. Let's see if he jumps. He is going to jump. He's going to pay for that jump, too.
You definitely will. Narwhal right now laying down the law with Gatling and Hwacha fire on the Black Pearl, getting a Hwacha and hull disable there. As Hwacha from the Black Pearl comes up and rips the deck of the Narwhal to pieces. However, Imperial Moth gets some good Gatling fire in, but no explosives to follow up. Grenade of Antioch engaging on the Imperial Moth, but losing armor first. Mortars go in. This will most likely sink the Pyramidion here, but armor comes
reload
up in time.
Oh, there he goes. That's probably going to be the match right there.
That might do it there. Black Pearl sitting at about 60% of its maximum health right there against the Narwhal and the Imperial Moth. Taking heavy damage, too, in the recent engagement, losing a lot of guns and engines to Hwacha fire from the Narwhal. But now as the Imperial Moth moves in, that Gap Mortar is a force to be reckoned with. Armor goes down, but no mortars to follow up.
He was out of arc on those mortars, too. Pearl doing a good job getting out of that mortar arc to save the match for red, although resistance may be futile here with the watches.
That is the case here, but Black Pearl does fall to Banshee and Hwacha fire, Mortar and Hwacha fire. That will finish up the first match here for the Obvious Show. We will be casting next Skyborn versus the... I'm not sure even which team this is. I don't know the names. Versus the Steel Meridian, excuse me. I do know the names. What am I thinking? It's so related to the clan name. What am I doing? Oh, goodness. But, ladies and gentlemen,
we can't...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I was just going to say, we kept you up late last night with Chaos Skirmish. So,
I had a lot of fun, though.
You can blame that one on me.
I absolutely enjoyed that. Chaos Skirmish every Saturday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back to bring you the next match and the final match of this stream for the Sunday Community Skirmish Week 99. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with us.
to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies, to the white above. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Look for him, no more his love. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He took to the skies her sweet dear heart. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. In that life she'll never take part. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He took to the skies in a ship so strong. He took to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Sky rope and sail knot can never go wrong. He travels the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He travels the skies to be some captain's fodder. He travels the skies, me hearties, me hearties. And there she stays, a poor tanner's daughter. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares. They fight in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. They fight in the skies, oh blast damn these curs. They fight in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. They all defeated his last thoughts of her. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies, to this tale do you hark? Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. A new fire burns, it takes but a spark. She looks to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. She looks to the skies and her father's art. She looks to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. What has she now to mend her heart? He roams in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He roams in the skies, a great price he paid. He roams in the skies, me hearties, me hearties. He'd the best of intent, now she loves but a shade. The call of the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The call of the skies, 'tis there shall she rise. The call of the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Rage curled in her gut, she takes to the skies. Follow her to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Follow her to the skies, her cruel fate have they heard. Follow her to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The devil on their heel, she'll see them burn. Take to the skies for king or for country. Take to the skies for passion or fame. Take to the skies for freedom or glory. No matter the reason, it amounts to the same. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. Take to the skies in this age of air. Take to the skies, me hearties, me hearties. The freedom, the glory, nothing compares.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the SCS Week 99 Match 2. This is going to be in the loser bracket right here. This gives, this being said, these ships have both lost their first match, but still have a chance to meet victory. Everyone who would like to find out what the schedule is like this week, go ahead and type in !SCS into chat. It'll bring you up not only a link to the schedule, but a link to the multi-Twitch where the current winners bracket and what will be the semifinals and finals streamed on twitch.tv/nanoduckling. They will be over there. But I'm here. I'm your host, Admiral Ivis, and I'm here with my good friend, Lasagna. How you doing, buddy, again?
Good. How about you, Admiral?
Wonderful in the 30 seconds since I last talked to you. But we are getting ready to go here. We actually should start shortly. Teams have gotten themselves piled into the match. 2 minutes left on the match timer. And it looks like match is going to be on dunes, and we're going to see some mobulous snipe outs. Oh, goodness, this is going to be a fun one to cast.
Oh dear, much mobula, such mobula, very mobula.
If you couldn't detect, that was some very serious sarcasm there, because I despise all mobula matches. That being said, my favorite match I've ever played in was an all mobula match against Clan, where I allied with Solaris in a weekly SCS, and we ended up going to the semifinals and lost in the finals. It was my favorite match. It was probably the most intense match I've ever shared. My crew definitely remembers that one. We ended up, it was so unbelievably close, and my heart was literally beating out of my chest. You could see it, and I was scary because I realized there's a rib cage in the way, and that shouldn't be happening.
Stupid rib cages. Give the man a chance to have his heart beat. You don't want him to suffocate over there, do you? No.
But yes, to answer some question about what the song was playing during that, that was a song Take to the Skies, which is made by Jacob Burgess, who is the default voice actor for the male characters in the game. You can see his voice package, Jacob Burgess. There is another shanty as well that is very sailor-like and very good, in my opinion. I love it. I didn't get the chance to play it because I don't know if I have permission. I made sure I asked Jacob before I played this. And that is just called Air Shanty. You could find it as like the next video on that channel if you click the link I provided earlier. But anyways, getting set here for the loser bracket of the SCS Week 99, the Skyborn versus, excuse me, let me get the official names right here. This is going to, it actually is the Skyborn versus the Steel Meridian. Well, it looks like I took a shot in the dark and I guessed it right.
Totally planned it, right?
Yo, yeah, absolutely planned it. But right now, Battle on the Dunes getting started here. A very wide open map. Sandstorms rolling through the center here. And we start off with the red team looking at the Reborn. Skyborn's red team right here. This is a Mobula packing Mercury on its center, Artemis on lower deck. Excuse me, and a Gat Banshee on its top wings. Ship number 2 is the Helios, another Mobula with Merc on its middle. Artemis is on its lower deck, and Banshee on its top wings. Go ahead for the blue team.
All right, ship number 3, we've got the Trojan piloted by Hubs. We've got Hades up top. We've got Gat Flak bottom. We've got Artemis and Artemis top. And ship number 4 is we're underway with the action Bird Law. We've got a Mercury top. We've got Gat Mortar bottom. We've got Art top.
Absolutely, and getting into the combat already, ships have spotted each other and are starting to fire through some of the smoke here as it looks like red team is going to hold their spawn right here. Same with blue team. Helios being looked at by Trojan at the moment. However, Reborn going to lay in a little bit of Mercury and Artery fire onto the Trojan, getting a disable on the Hades of the Trojan. And armor break as well already.
Indeed, and Trojan's hurting pretty bad right now. Talk to me a little bit about the strategy here, about what Trojan has done here. All the other 3 Mobulas have taken a Mercury gun, yet Trojan has gone a little bit different here. They're going with the Hades. Talk to me a little bit about the mindset, about why someone would take a Hades over a Merc right here.
Now, this is a situation where it's range versus brawn. Now, in most situations, the Hades is a superior choice against Mobulas. They have a explosive fire stack ability, like those particles you can see flying by right now over the Reborn's head are very damaging, absolutely deadly in terms to a Mobula because they do both damage to both balloon and hull at the same time and spread fire stacks, causing chaos for those engines on the bottom, taking down about 2/3 of the guns of the ship without even having to break them. However, what we're seeing here is some matches that are going with fighting at about 3 kilometers here. Each one of those grids is 1 kilometer in distance. So that means the Reborn right now and Trojan are about 3 kilometers, Helios about 3 kilometers from the Bird Law, and 3 kilometers is very far and extremely difficult to hit with a Hades. I got to give props to the Trojans gunner right now. They are making beautiful damage with some of that Hades fire, but it's inconsistent and extremely difficult to make. Mercury, however, is able to hit that range. They have a very fast bullet particle, extremely far range and low drop with a high armor trade-off. They don't get the balloon damage, they don't get the fire stacks, but they still have amazing long-range damage, and that accuracy is what's giving them the bonus in a Mobula v Mobula battle.
And by the way, they're pointing out in chat here, it's 500 meters now, not 1 kilometer on the...
Oh, it's 500 meters? Excuse me,
yeah.
1,500 meters. I was about to say, that's way too far to be 3,000.
Yeah, it used to be 1 kilometer, not now.
In another situation,
Yep.
1,500 meter with only spots and nothing else to go off. Same strategy still applies. It's very difficult to get those Hades hitting their marks, what they need. So Mercury does have the accuracy bonus and is doing the damage against the Bird Law. Not to mention, you get the shatter bonus of a couple disables, engine disables, and Hades disables of the Mercury and Artemis.
Bird is hurting right now. They're taking some perma damage. They've got their balloon on fire. They're not in a good spot right now. They're back to the red team at this point.
Looks like they're going to take the opportunity with the Cloud to move behind some hard cover as Trojan limps back into battle here. Reborn and Helios engaging hard on the Bird Law. Trojan going to move up and see what they can do to help.
Skyborn clearly controlling the flow of this match so far. They're controlling the terms of engagement. They're hitting their shots. Looks like right now Mercury's winning out over Hades. And just as I say that, Hades is coming out, missing more than half the clip though.
That's right. Looks like the Reborn right now engaging on the Trojan. One more Arbor Break will probably do it here, as those Hades shots do seem to connect. Another thing that is weak for Hades long range, the Reborn does have the advantage of Immobula's natural vertical ability. It's very difficult sometimes to get your Hades to hit when Immobula is actively dodging him. You can see those particles are relatively slow and easy to see compared to a Mercury. You could kind of see from the Trojan right here that these Merc shots kind of come out of the clouds here and surprise the captain. Whereas these Hades are telegraphed, easy to see, and if you are able to move, you've got your balloon at full health, the Reborn and other ships can dodge. But
and
there
speaking
it goes.
of which, we got a ship down here.
Trojan does fall to Mercury and Artemis fire there as Birdlaw attempts to get behind the engine of the Leviathan and get some hard cover.
And looks like he'll be safe for right now. He's under no threat at this point with his current position. So looks like we're going to hold until the respawn of his ally here.
That is right. Looks like Reborn right now gonna move on into the Bird. Gonna move in on blue spawn as Trojan spawns out of view of the Reborn, but in sights of the Helios already. Definitely one disadvantage of Dunes is that a long-range ship can see your spawn from a very far distance and a very safe position. These ships have to be very careful where they respawn and how they approach situations at all times.
Yeah, and it looks like Reborn's going to get aggressive here. They're pushing in. They're going for Birdlaw right now, showing no fear of what Blue can do to them at this point, showing no fear of what Steel Meridian can do. So let's see how this plays out, taking an aggressive stance.
Reborn right now taking a little bit of damage in recent engagement. Birdlaw going to move on up, sitting at about 50% health. Trojan full and factory fresh right there. However, Artemis fire on the from the Reborn hits the Birdlaw nicely, keeping those engines down as an armor break goes in as well. Artemis going to also damage that health, taking the Birdlaw down to just a fraction of its health as Flak and Hades team up against the Reborn, attempting to get that damage on and pull those engines off the Artemis, which are so critical to the strategy of each captain.
And Helios is out of position right now for the next 5 to 10 seconds. This is where the Hades can do some damage if they can hit these shots.
Absolutely.
This is exactly the range they want to be at.
Yep, this mid-range engagement is very favorable. You can see these Hades fire, despite its lower particle speed and more difficulty in firing, faster drop, it is much more effective at this mid-range. They're getting many, many more breaks on the Reborn and putting those engines off the Artemis. They get those fires around in the hull. You don't have to break the hull or balloon. You just have to get that fire stack on to distract those engines for as long as you can.
Indeed, however, Trojan getting the tables turned on them. It looks like they're in a world of hurt right now. All the focus fire going on them. Got some about 35-40% perma at this point. Not looking good for them right now. Not looking good for Blue at all.
Not at all, as Birdlaw has been trying to play very cautiously. They know their health is low. They don't want to get focused by these Mercs. Because at this range now, it looks like Reborn taking a bit of Hades fire. They're going to bite the pain right here and press for an attack on Birdlaw, which they can't finish up. Birdlaw getting its armor back up with just, I mean, goodness, I can't see that health bar anymore.
A minuscule, microscopic health bar at this point. They're hanging on by the skin of their teeth right now, doing some damage, getting hull breaks, doing as much as they possibly can with how little they have right now. Got to give credit to the pilot over there and all the NGs. They're doing a great job keeping it together, keeping their team alive right now.
Now here at this mid-range is where the Mobulas of the red team, the Skyborn, have been able to compensate for the lack of a Hades fire. Those Banshees do the same thing as a Hades in the respect of spreading wonderful fires all over the ship, doing some balloon damage as well. So at those mid-ranges, they are very deadly and a good trade-off to Artemis, as Mercury now changes its position to what would be the role of an Artemis of shatter damage, disables, and breaks.
And this is not looking good for Birdlaw right here. They're probably going to go down right here, especially with that Merc down. All they got to do is get a hull break, and yep, there they go.
And those Banshees from the Helios finish them up with a coupled hull break from the Reborn. Trojan respawning in safe conditions here behind a good cloud and about to go take the battleship position, a very good low vertical cover to give them some hard cover for the next engagement.
And if my stopwatch is correct at this point, we got about 12 minutes left in the match, 11, 12 minutes here. It's 3-0 in favor of Skyborn here. Remember, Skyborn has the tiebreaker as well. So Steel Meridian needs to get a couple of clean sweeps right here in order to get back into the match, and almost half the match has gone by.
That is right now. Also, what I believe has happened is there a new engagement timing rule. Like if ships are sitting out of an engagement for a certain amount of time, do they now have a time they are required to get in the fight? Because that's what it seemed like in the last match. That seemed Exterminator was reminding everybody of that. I don't read my rules.
All right, but hey, at this point, I don't think that's going to matter here because I think we've got the engagement going on right now. In fact, here we go. Reborn is shooting at Trojan. It looks like we're going to have some 1v1s going on. Birdlaw and Helios, and then Trojan and Reborn. The good news for Trojan is they're at the correct range right now to do some serious damage to Reborn. They could get back into the match right here, especially if Birdlaw turns on Reborn.
Absolutely, but looks like Trojan having a hard time keeping his Hades online as Artemis and Mercury Fire lock it down. However, that Hades comes up online and is doing the damage it needs, spreading some fire stacks a little bit, getting balloon and hull damage in there as well, spreading out those damage types and distracting just about all people on the ships. Helios right now engaging on the Birdlaw. Both ships, no one at an advantage just yet. Looks like the Helios is backing up, trying to get that range between them as Birdlaw closes distance.
And meanwhile, Trojan's trying to push the action here. Although Reborn has stripped their hull and Trojan wants no part of engaging at this point, they're going to try to back up into hard cover. Trojan really trying to push the action here on the Reborn. They need to get this kill. This is a must-win situation. This is a must-win 1v1 for Trojan if they want to get their team back in the match.
Absolutely. Trojan pushing fast onto the Reborn's position. However, Birdlaw looking to be disengaging on the Helios. No armor break just yet on that ship, but they are disengaging and backing off as the Reborn now is in a poor position against the Trojan. Trojan matching its altitude and keeping up nicely as flak damage attempts to get a little bit of damage in there, but no armor break to couple with it. Hades Fire, however, taking its toll.
It's not a bad move by the Helios to back up there. Just get your long-range Merc, get your arts out, take pot shots, disable guns. If the Reborn goes down, fine. They're out of position to take you out. Otherwise, worst case scenario, it's 3-1. Best case scenario, Reborn wins that 1v1 against Trojan and takes a stranglehold on this match.
Absolutely, but Reborn not going down without a fight here. Going to move back in as they do get close to the map boundary.
And Birdlaw pushing the action on Helios, and he's paying for it.
Oh, look at that. Birdlaw losing armor fast as Banshee's coupled down on the armor there. Breaking some, almost breaking the balloon there, spreading fire stacks all across the hull. 11 stacks of fire. That armor will break momentarily.
Yeah, it's broken, and he's in a world of hurt right now. That pushing in on the Helios. Not sure I like that idea. Maybe he should have gone back for the Reborn, take your guaranteed 3-1 at that point. Now he's going to make it a 0-4 at this point for his team with this hull break imminent and the kill imminent at this point.
Very much so. Right now, Helios relying on Banshee and Artemis to get the armor break. They are staying above arcs of the Birdlaw, not using the Mercury right now. However, Reborn pressing on the Trojan, getting an armor break with Gatling as Artemis couple for explosive damage to get a kill there for the red team, flipping the tides on the Trojan. And
yeah.
And there falls the last red ship as well. Both kills finished up at the same moment. Wonderful timing there by the Skyborn, and excellent play by both teams.
Indeed, and definitely Skyborn showing in this case that they were the superior team with the superior teamwork in this case. Props to Steel Meridian for a nice showing here. But it looks like they'll be going back to the drawing board. They have been eliminated from this tournament.
That gives the Skyborn a chance to press on, but that will not be cast here on the Avia Show. Ladies and gentlemen, this finishes us up for SDS Week 99 just for the Avia Show. The SDS is still underway. They still have the semifinals round and the finals, and that is casted over on twitch.tv/nanoduckling. That will be hosted here right after the the outro video. You can also type in !SDS to the chat. That will bring you up the multi-Twitch and the schedule, as well as bracket for the day to give you current scores and information you might need. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Admiral Obvious.
And I'm Lasagna signing off for today. Good night, everybody.
See you, everybody. Good fun.